going on, guys? Steve from Badger Outdoors here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, throw me a thumbs up, maybe hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, good or bad, I don't care. You can also go check out some of my other videos I have posted, and I hope you stay tuned, and I will see you soon.
What's going on, fishing fanatics? Steve here with Badger Outdoors. Well, I just got back from Cabela's and I had to take the day off, well, half day here, and babysit my daughter. So we made a little trip to Cabela's and just kind of wanted to see if there's anything new there. I did pick up this Bass Pro Shop shirt for $5. I know I was at a Cabela's, but Bass Pro Shop and Cabela's are owned by the same people. So I saw a $5 shirt. I mean, I'm going to buy it. You can't not buy a $5 shirt, especially a Bass Pro Shop $5 shirt. And I even like the way it fits. It's kind of nice, actually, for $5. But that's not the point of today's video. I needed to re-spool one of my spinning reels, and I kind of wanted to try out a new line that I've been hearing about, and see what all the fuss is about. And that line is the Berkley's NanoFil, and it retails at $19.99, which for 150 yards, which, if you know me, that's pushing it when it comes to money wise for me. I mean, I really don't like to spend more than $15 for a spool of line, due to the fact that, you know, you can burn up line pretty quick some days if you're getting it caught in areas, or it breaks off, or, you know, gets that twist on you. But I wanted to see if it lived up to what it says it does. So $20 for a spool. I got it in 10-pound test, and I'm going to be spooling it up on my Fluger XT reel, which I just did a review on. And it says it holds at 10 pounds braid, it holds 220 yards. This is only 150 yards. So it's not going to fill it as far as I would like, but we're going to have to make do. So what is NanoFil? Supposedly it's a minimum diameter, maximum strength line. It's not braid, it's not mono. It's supposed to be some new technology that Berkley's come up with. And by definition of NanoFil that I found here on the interweb, it says Berkley's NanoFil Uni-Filament fishing line is the next generation of fishing line, and it is in class all of its own. I mean, it's constructed of gel spun polyurethane. Much like Superline, it consists of hundreds of dynaminima nanofilaments, which dynaema, I think I'm probably slaughtering that. But the definition, it's supposed to be one of the strongest fibers in the world. But it says, yeah, the nanofilament that are molecularly linked and shaped into a unified filament fishing line. So basically, it's made from one of the strongest fibers in the world, and they put it on into a fishing line. And it's supposed to have extremely smooth casting and extremely good durability. Kind of like a braid, but it's not a braid. So I'm going to be spooling this up onto my Fluger President XT. And we're going to get out there and see how it goes. I mean, I have pretty high expectations for it. I mean, $20 for 150 yards. I'm gonna want my money's worth, so I'm gonna have pretty high expectations. It's supposed to be super sensitive as well, so we will see how it goes, and hopefully we can hook up on some fish with it and put it to the test. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get out there and see what it can do. So
for now, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you on the water. And yeah, and hopefully we can get on some fish. So keep tying them on and living the dream, and I will see you soon. Fish on. Whew. On the Nano. Nice fish. Got him on the Nano line. This stuff is pretty sensitive, I'd say. Felt him as soon as he hit it. I just didn't know how to set the drag yet on it. I'm so used to fluoral, but yeah. So, first fish on the Nano line. Let's see if we can catch a few more. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, you're just barely hooked, bud. Ah. End of the day, I was just about to leave this place. Decided to throw on a moving bait because I've been fishing a stick bait all day long with nothing, and threw on this little rattle trap. Don't even remember buying this color, but I don't even know what color this is. But yeah, about to leave here in a minute actually, and thought I'd give it a shot and didn't get skunked. So decent fish, nothing to brag about, but a fish nonetheless. See you, bud. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Well, I wanted to do a quick follow-up to the video today. I was reviewing the Berkley's NanoFil fishing line, and I kind of wanted to explain how what I thought of it. So the video today, the clips are actually from 2 different days out. The first video, I was fishing a Texas rig, and I kind of wanted to show that it does catch fish on a more finesse type technique. But the problem was the lens got like a water spot on it, and the video got real like mucky looking, and it just got worse as time went on. So I wanted to show you the first fish I caught, just to kind of show you that it will catch fish on a more finesse type technique. And I ended up catching like 4 or 5 more fish on that day. Second day, not so good of luck.
I fished for a few hours with a Texas rig and got one bite and it came off. So right before I left, I decided to throw on a rattle trap and ended up catching one fish right before I was about to head out. And so apparently they were like in the moving bait that day. I should have switched over sooner. Anyway, so what did I think of the line? Advantages was the casting was super smooth. Even though I made the rookie mistake, I used too big of a reel for too little of line. The 150 yards, which it comes in, would probably work better on a smaller reel. This one actually fits 220 yards of braid, which this is pretty comparable to. It's actually thinner than braid, I believe. So I could actually fit about 70 more yards on there. Regardless, it did still cast very smooth for not being as spooled up as it should be, which I liked a lot. And it was very sensitive, I could tell. The sensitivity was good, and also the visibility on top of the water was you could see the line very easily, and you could see the bites actually take place, as well as feel them too. So you kind of got the best of both worlds in that. As for visibility under the water, it was pretty visible, but I don't think it bothered the fish too much from that first day out, because I caught like 4 or 5 off of it. And I really don't believe in that whole concept of the fish being able to see your line. Like, I've caught fish on braid and fluorocarbon, so it didn't seem to bother them one bit that first day. Some of the disadvantages I noticed was it could have been due to it being a new line on a spool, but it was kind of looping a lot around the whole actual reel, and it actually did get caught up inside of the spool, and I actually had to cut it out. And after that, it wasn't an issue. That second day out, it didn't do it at all. So maybe it was just need to be broken in type deal. The second thing was I did get a pretty big bird's nest come off the spool, and it was real twisted, and I kind of cut my losses and just cut the line and redid it. It was probably about 10 yards worth, and this stuff being $20 for 150 yards is kind of a bummer that I had to waste that much, but you know, what are you gonna do? So that wasn't very good. And then also I was bumping it off of a little bridge with a road, and it did get wrapped up around the railing, and I kind of had to pop it off that. And when I went to go put on the rattle trap, my first one was the original, chrome and blue rattle trap. My first cast, it flew off and down into the depths of the lake, never to be seen again, I suppose. But so that was a bummer because I lost the lure, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it frayed when I was ripped it off that railing or not. But when I did go to tie this one on again, I went to cinch the knot down, and the line broke again. So I fed out more of it and retied and didn't have another issue with that. So that was kind of a bummer that, I don't know if that's an issue if you fish the line up against, some hard stuff, bump it off some hard stuff, if that's going to happen again or not. I'd have to test the line out a little bit more to see if that's going to be an issue. Also, I would highly recommend using a fingernail clipper to cut this stuff, especially if you're trying to retie with a different bait or whatever. The fingernail clippers seem to get up a little bit closer to the actual split ring or the eyelid of the hook, better than the scissors did. So I would recommend cutting it with a nail clipper. And anyway, I guess my overall review is kind of up in the air still. I'd like to get out there and test it a little bit more. Like I said, it was super easy casting. Probably on a smaller reel it'd be even better, and the sensitivity was good, and the visibility on top of the water was good. Don't know if the fraying is an issue. We'll have to see, but I hope it's not, because you're going to be losing fish and bait at the same time, and lures. So I don't know, we'll see. It's supposed to be the strongest fiber, one of the strongest fibers on earth, so I would assume it shouldn't be doing that just from one time wrapping around a pole. But we'll see. But overall, I did like it. And like I said, it's very similar to their Fireline Crystal I noticed, I think. Like the color and, you know, the texture and stuff like that of it. So it did catch fish, and it did its job, other than the break off and the bird's nest. But we will have to get out there and do a little bit more testing on it. But until then, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button, throw me a thumbs up, and until next time, keep tying them on and living the dream, and I will see you soon.